Coming to you hot from the observation deck of the AirWreckRadio Sports Slam. This is SportsWreck! It is the 4th day of December.
Yes it is.
This is my second podcast of the week.
Wow, you're a busy boy.
Which makes this SportsWreck.
Yeah, we're wrecking it.
Wrecking sports and sports podcasting.
Absolutely.
That's the little tagline I've been kicking around. How's that little tagline sound?
I like it.
I just realized I had both sets of headphones around my neck.
I noticed that. I was trying to figure out which one you were going to listen to.
I had my hands in my little Bluetooth headphones around my neck. And I had no idea. Huh? So this is SportsWreck, a sports podcast that, sometimes we discuss things that are sports related.
Sometimes.
And when they are, sometimes. And when they are sports related, it's usually American gridiron football. Woo, football!
Yay! Of football.
Yeah.
I hate my team.
Yes, that makes two people that sit at this table the same situation.
God.
Oh,
it's just so frustrating.
My God.
It's frustrating.
At least I'm not like you're mad at like a single player, or you're maybe not mad at a single player.
No, I'm mad at. Oh my God.
Let me put it this way: your quarterback is like,
he's stupid,
terrible.
He's beyond terrible.
At least in my quarterback's the one thing I'm like, well, no, those were good decisions, and he threw the ball well. That was bad play calling. I still have faith in my quarterback.
I had none to begin with.
He did very well, even though we lost. Like, I saw a lot of good quarterbacking in him.
I have faith in your quarterback.
Gino fucking
he
sucks.
He bites. He bites. I don't think he's all there. Remember before Eli won his ring and people used to look at him and say, man, his eyes are vacant. I don't think he's all there. I don't think Gino's all there.
He was just the dumber of the Mannings is all that happened. Well, now he's got more rings, so,
Here's the deal, man. I'm going to take you back
to time machine.
To April. To the draft, when Mr. Smith felt he should have been a first-round pick.
Everybody get to the time machine.
Fired his agent because he thought he should have been drafted higher than he was in the second round. Right there, I was like, "Who the fuck's this guy?" Remember, he left the draft because he didn't get picked the first day.
Boom!
Yes, I'm taking my ball and go home.
I'm taking my ball.
My agent didn't do a good enough job if I didn't go in the first round. Well, I've seen his body of work since he's made the team, and I got to tell you, that guy wasn't a fucking fourth rounder. He's not a fourth rounder.
I'd also like to point out it doesn't matter if he was or he wasn't. Brady was picked up in what? The 11th?
Yeah, well,
the 11th round?
Don't ever compare him to Brady ever again. I will have to rip your heart out, and I hate Brady. You hear me? Don't even put him in the same.
You can't compare anybody to Brady. You know it.
You can't. Geno Smith can't tie Ryan Fitzpatrick's shoes.
You're right. I agree with you totally. But I always thought Ryan Fitzpatrick was a better quarterback than he had a team around him. I'm not saying he's a Super Bowl winner.
He's a smart quarterback. He's not a very physically talented.
No, he's got no arm, but he knows how to play a field. He's got no arm whatsoever. It was funny watching Fitzpatrick throw. He was at the lob at like 45 degrees in the air to get it down the field. It was great.
I'll give you another. I'll give you another
corner's
one.
Not going to watch that.
Geno Smith fucking should be kissing Mark Sanchez's fucking balls. Because
the only thing Mark Sanchez deserves to hold right now is a clipboard.
Who, Sanchez?
Yes.
Oh, he's fucking 6 times the quarterback Smith will ever be.
I know. And what does that tell you about the situation your team's in?
No. Let's face it. Geno Smith's only the quarterback because Mark got hurt because stupid management put him in a game that he had no right to be in. Yeah, Yeah.
What game did he not have the right to be in?
The third preseason game. When Mark got hurt.
He still would have the starter starts the game.
No, here's the deal, man. You don't remember. Okay? Mark was... Gino.
What quarter did it happen in?
Third quarter. They put him back. They put him in the third quarter.
All right, maybe you have an argument now.
Because I have bigger.
In the first half, he should have played.
Here's the bigger argument. The week before, Gino started the fucking game, the preseason game, and Gino, I think he threw something like 5 interceptions. Fucking got sacked, he got beat up, blah blah blah. He was horrible. He was almost as bad as he was last week. Before they pulled him, okay? He was almost that bad. And that was when they announced that Sanchez was going to be the starter. So then the following week, instead of pulling Sanchez out after the fucking quarter and a half, or at least at halftime, they throw him back in for almost the full third quarter, and he gets hurt. Enter week 4. Sanchez is out for the season. Preseason week 4. Sanchez is out for the season. Geno Smith's now our starter. He didn't earn that job. He got it by default. And I got news for you. I don't know when Matt Sims came on board, but they need to look at that boy again. They threw him in cold when they first benched Geno 2 weeks ago, and that fucking boy, his first 2 drives, he let him down the field and scored.
Dude, I don't know what the second string quarterbacks.
That's a third stringer.
Do you know what the name of our second string quarterback is
for the Bills?
For the Buffalo Bills?
Isn't it Lewis?
No, sir. That's not what the roster says.
Really?
It says Jeff Toole.
Yeah, but Toole's just a name on a spot. He's just a name in a slot. He's not. We all know they're not going to play Toole. They haven't played him yet. They put in Lewis.
Yesterday, EJ took a shot to the gut, a spear, right to the gut, helmet to gut, laid him into the ground, speared him into the ground. Knocked the wind right out of him. And he did not recover in time for continuing to play.
Okay.
So they got him off the field. Thad Lewis was warming up while he was laying on the field. They got him off the field. Thad Lewis, not Jeffrey Toole. Thad Lewis, the third stringer, practice squad quarterback, was warming up. He literally lined up, accepted 1 snap, and EJ Manuel came running out onto the field.
I got to ask you something.
That's how deep our quarterbacking staff goes.
But wait a minute.
0.
You just said,
as far as EJ Manuel.
You said it's EJ, and then it's Toole.
Jeff Toole.
And then Lewis.
Thad Lewis.
But we already know.
Don't forget we started with Kevin Cobb. Yeah. He was our original starter for the year.
That was on paper, man.
For like a day and a half.
That's like us saying Belichick was our coach for a day.
Yeah.
You know, come on. Do we really? Was it worth the footnote? Bringing up Cobb?
Yeah, well, I like to point out the quarterback situation we have going on in this fucking city.
Your quarterback situation isn't that bad. EJ, he's a work in progress. He shows plenty of promise, though.
He's just got to toughen up.
They may list Toole as number 2, but they've already proven he's not, because they've already fucking started Lewis, 2 or 3 times ahead of him.
At least 3.
Okay, so they can write him in number 2 all they want. We all know Lewis is the number 2 guy if he's healthy. Second, the mirror, if you reflect it down I-90 towards New Jersey, our quarterback is supposed to be Geno Smith.
It's terrible. Just terrible. No, I mean,
our second string.
Sanchez was not great.
Sanchez was handicapped by management. Period.
Whatever. Okay. Either way, his performance was not great.
It wasn't, but he was handicapped by management. Okay, Sanchez won the job. He was the quarterback. He goes out on IR. Geno Smith gets the job by default, okay?
Well, okay.
Now, wait. I said this is a mirror of Buffalo. You got EJ. We've got Geno. You got the plus there. Then you've got Toole, who is number 2 on paper.
You know what? I kind of like the guy.
And we've got Gerard, who's number 2 on paper. And we started Matt Sims twice ahead of Gerard, too. So what's that tell you?
That Phil pulled some cards.
Phil?
Yeah.
Phil who?
Isn't Phil Sims?
Oh, no.
His old man?
No. I'm telling you, no. Look at the mirror, man. Phil didn't pull no cards, first of all. Second of all.
Man, play the kid. Start the kid.
Second of all, I'm just saying, your number 2 is number 2 on paper. Our number 2 is number 2 on paper. That,
it's a joke.
Your third stringer, we already know he's number 2.
However, I like my coach and my quarterback more than I like your coach or quarterback.
I don't like your coach more than my coach.
I think I do.
Yeah, well.
We'll find out. Mine doesn't have the experience yours does, so we'll find out.
Favorite coach of all time?
Me?
Yeah.
Jimmy Johnson.
Really?
Yep.
Surprised. Fuck, that was 17 years ago. How old were you? Fucking 13?
Yeah.
Fuck, it was more than that. Fucking
my whole life.
Barry Switzer was 17.
My whole life I watched Jimmy. Dallas and Miami. Don't forget we're doing a podcast. What about you? Stop me. What about you?
I've got 2.
All right.
2 different eras. First one's Parcells. Not so much because I think he was the best coach ever, but I loved his what players would call Parcellisms. If you ever get to see an interview with Curtis Martin after he was inducted into the Hall, he mentions a few Parcellisms. You're only as good as your record says you're.
Yeah, you're only as good as your record says you are.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then
it doesn't mean anything if there's no wins in the fucking column.
And then my second one was actually really hard. It was hard. I just to keep it at 2. They're both from the same era, but number 2 would be John Gruden, and because Ruden's passion for the game is evident. It's just, yeah. I like Johnny Gruden.
I like
Chucky.
I liked Jimmy Johnson. He was classy, but professional, but passionate, and he knew how to do one thing, and it was that all-important W.
Yeah.
He knew how to. He'll steal them. He just, I don't know. He used to buy. I don't know how.
You just liked his hair.
I do like his hair.
I know.
I still like his hair.
Didn't move.
It just got whiter. It's just awesome.
Yeah. I was watching a couple YouTube clips earlier, and one of them was like the top 10. What was it? It was the top 10 list, and God, I can't. Anyway. One of the clip. Oh, it was the top 10 cameos of all time in a movie.
Oh, okay.
And I don't remember the order. I'll just tell you the ones I remember that really fucking.
Well, if you're gonna bring a list to the table, bring a goddamn list to the table.
Hey man, I'm a little unprepared today. I'm just pissed off about the Jets, and then so. Yeah. Yeah, and it really was a slow news week in sports.
And it's just been it's just been a slow news week.
Oh my God, it's horrendous.
AirWreck's news was just fluff.
Yeah.
It was good though. We had a good show. It was loose. It was fun. It was conversational. We talked about some interesting news.
Did you flow?
We were flowing. We felt the flow.
Do you like flow?
Feel the flow. I'd do flow.
Yeah.
Stacy would do it just so she'd stop talking. Stacy hates flow.
Stacy hates flow.
It's an all-consuming passion to Stacy
Really?
hate flow.
That's how I feel about the gecko.
Okay. I could see that.
And the pig.
I feel that way with the pig. I don't like the pig. I do, however,
Pig creeps me out.
I do, however, like the folk music. A corny joke guys.
Bopping fresh.
Yeah.
Doughboy going to a baking convention.
Yeah, happier than Gallagher at a farmer's market.
Yeah.
I do like that acting.
But the reason I brought up this list that I happened to peruse today,
is we did Geico's marketing strategy. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Was because a couple of the cameos had some loose connection to sports.
Oh, right. I'm all about connections, baby. This will work. We can weave this in and eat up a quarter hour with this bullshit.
Isn't that what a cameo is about? A connection?
Exactly. Weave some bullshit in here.
Okay, so the first one that stuck out wasn't a sports one, but it was one of the movies that you and me fucking, we've talked about many times, was Mallrats in Stan Lee's appearance in Mallrats. And the reason that one is so big is that's before the Marvel franchise took off in movie theaters.
Yeah.
And that was geekdom were on their knees when that happened. When Kevin scored Stan Lee's cameo for that movie, geekdom as we know it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All done.
Jismed in their pantaloons.
A sports cameo. A couple of them. The first one, Mike Tyson in Hangover.
Okay. Is that really a cameo?
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's more of a bit part. I think it's bigger than a cameo.
I see what you're saying, but it was on the list. So
I'm just arguing semantics, but semantics. But I really think there's more of a bit part than a cameo. Usually, a cameo is a walk-on situation.
Yeah, but I mean,
like the Stan Lee, he just turns around.
Yeah, but he's in that movie in 3-4 scenes, man. He hunts down Brody and fucking tries. So yeah. So, I'm just going by what the list said, okay? But Tyson in The Hangover was the tiger and all that shit. And then the biggest one, the one that I loved, because it was a great fight scene, Bob Barker and Happy Gilmore.
Okay.
Nothing?
That's a good one.
Nothing. No reaction. I'm surprised.
Well, that was a good one, though. Because connection to sports, they're playing golf. Golf is technically a sport.
Oh, we're going to start with this shit again, aren't we?
Golf is technically not a sport.
Yeah, here we go.
Fuck, that's right. Golf is a game. But not all sports are... That's a new realization I've made. Not all sports are games.
Chess is a game.
Not all sports are games. Not all games are sports. But it can be a game and a sport.
There you go.
Marathon running, not a game.
Mm-mm.
Sport.
Athletic activity.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But my definition of sport is that it has to have an active defense. So not a sport. You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, so you're wrong.
There's a new layer. No, there's a new layer that I have to add in here. That complicates
this layer. That's what I was trying to tell you fucking months ago when you started with this shit. With not a sport. What's a sport? Who's a sport?
Your sport.
Well, I know. I put up with you every week.
Blow my sport. Put my sport in your mouth. And when you're done, I want you.
You're calling it now.
And then when you're done, I want you to look up and say, "Ooh, what a lovely tea party."
Oh, come on, spurt for me.
Oh yeah, give me a little sport.
Oh, but
here's some sport for you, baby.
Excuse me.
There's no excuse for you.
Mm-hmm. Do, do, do.
Ah, you lose. No, you lose. You lose, and everybody who either looked at their device or clicked it off loses too. You lose the dead air game, pal.
I didn't know there was a game.
Did you just? Well, you almost watched me lose, and I stopped myself. Especially when you're doing a podcast and you've limited space. It's not like you're just filling 4 hours. It's really hard to let dead air happen. You have an instinct to fill it in with something. And when we sat there and stared at each other for at least 6 to 7 seconds, I felt the urge arise in me to say something. But I stopped. I stopped myself. I have to see who would crack first.
Didn't know it was a contest.
Guess who cracked first?
I guess I did, but I didn't know.
But we got.
If I was informed, you would have lost.
We got a truthful reaction, but the rest of the show had just been silent. That'd been great. All of a sudden, just the exit music started playing. An hour later,
like Alanis Morissette's "Dirty Little Jagged Little Pill" album. There, no one knew that acoustic song was on the end because it was fucking 10 minutes after the last track ended, and it wasn't a listed track.
No, it was a secret track.
Yep,
it was popular in the late 90s.
If you let the CD play and you didn't hit stop after the last song that you knew or thought you knew was the last song, all of a sudden 10 minutes later there's this voice coming from your stereo going, what the fuck's that?
Yeah, the hidden track was a very popular thing in the late 90s.
Really?
Yeah.
And I only knew of one or two that did it, I think.
A lot of bands did it.
Really?
Green Day had an album with a hidden track.
Oh no shit!
It's like the extra clip at the end of the movie.
After the credit,
like after all the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Other movies will do that too.
Yeah,
so now
Pirates did it.
Now you're almost compelled to sit there for all the fucking credits to see if there's going to be a bonus clip.
Right.
I went with a friend of mine to see the new Hunger Games movie.
Oh yeah, how was it?
I never read the books. I didn't see the first movie.
I didn't read the books.
I didn't really want to go to the movie. I didn't really want to go to the movie. We went to the IMAX and we got there late, so we didn't get a good seat. We were right up front. Sucked. Visually stunning. The lead character is pretty freaking hot. Got big pouty lips and
a little young
jumblies. A little young. I'm a creep. We all know it. Interesting social parallels.
Yeah, I think that's the big, why the book was so acclaimed and stuff. So.
Yeah, there's some interesting social parallels. Little 1984-ish.
Huh? Oh, the Orwellian theme.
Yeah, it's a little Big Brother's watching you.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Were you entertained?
I watched the first movie on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
If that says anything to you.
That means you wanted to see what the first one was about.
I watched the first movie.
Yeah.
It was enough to make me watch the first fucking movie.
Which one did you like better?
Probably the second movie.
Really?
Because that's the one I was supposed to first.
Okay, so you're tainted.
You know what I'm saying? Probably.
Love. Whoa.
I still have questions that aren't answered because I didn't read the book. You know what I'm saying? So now, god damn it, I might have to read the book.
I have no questions after the first movie.
I do. I have questions.
Like?
I don't want to get into it. This is bullshit podcasting.
Yeah, well,
you know how many silences...
There's a sports tie there. There's archery.
Yes. It is a sport. It's their only sport. Oh my god, we're not discussing the fucking Hunger Games on our sports show. Jesus Christ. Give me your purse. I'm checking for your man card. Oh wait, I'm the one who brought it up. Fuck.
Anyway.
God damn it.
So, I think the Bills are in a lot better shape than the Jets, though.
Next year. Yes, we are. For next year.
No, I mean right now.
We're doing
right now. Right now. Here's the thing.
Listen, if we win every single game from now to the last game of the year, which is against the Patriots.
You guys are making progress. There is potential being seen. Whereas the Jets, all the smoke and mirrors are cleared and been broken, and we're right back to where I said we were in the beginning of the season. an under-talented team with bad management. And I'm not talking about bad coaching. I'm talking about bad management. I'm talking everyone above the head coach. That's just like Dallas's problem. Well, Dallas also has that fucking ginger down there that, you know.
You can't win football if you don't have a soul. Everybody knows that.
Thank you. Oh my God, someone, you know, the guy has no right being a head coach anywhere.
Every time I watch one of those fucking games and I saw Wade Phillips in fucking a Dallas uniform, I just want to assassinate him.
Really?
I hate Wade Phillips.
Why do you hate Wade so bad?
Because he sucks as a Bills head coach.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Horribly. So now he's tainted, and I hope he dies.
Yeah, but he sucked as a head coach everywhere he went.
Yes, because he sucks. He sucks balls.
He's a great defensive coordinator.
He's a ball sucker.
He's not a head coach. It's that simple. You know, some people are, some people aren't.
Why the hell is such an offensive-oriented league all the coaches former defensive coordinators?
Because it's only an offense-oriented league because of the talent that's there right
Except
now.
for my guy. My guy's an offensive coordinator.
Yeah, well,
Marone's an offensive guy.
Put it this way.
We hit Pettit. We don't need...
How many offensive coordinators or offensive head coaches can you name in your era that were Super Bowl contenders?
I don't do that. You're too deep. Dude, I don't know that many coaches, let alone who was offensive and who was defensive.
I'll let you in on a little clue. There's not many.
I figured that was coming.
You know how many offensive head coaches I can name that were highly successful head coaches in my era?
Not many.
Want to bet?
No.
Where do you want me to start? Okay. Shula.
All right.
Landry.
All right. You get two more. Two more.
Walsh. And
probably gonna get flagged on fucking YouTube because I hummed the Jeopardy theme for too long. Fuck!
I'll miss it. They didn't get that other one you did 3 weeks ago.
Which one?
4 weeks ago, whatever it was. I remember you fucked something up and you said it wasn't going to play on YouTube because you did it, and it did anyway.
All right, well, that was good.
So it was a song or something he sang that I don't remember. Yeah.
I think we're all right if we sing it because it's not.
Because we're bad.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Real
that's
bad.
True.
Like the Jets.
Bad to the bone.
Guess what? Dallas
Jets more blow.
The thing that's so frustrating
is suck. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, but the thing that's so frustrating about them is the guys on the team. They may not be the most talented bunch of guys, but they're all trying.
Listen, the guys doing this podcast might not be the most talented guys, right? But at least we're barely fucking even trying. I saw a connection, a correlation. I thought I wanted to, just for the people, I wanted to bring it back around.
You're into the circle thing again.
You got to get into the flow. You got to feel the flow.
Flow.
Of the fungus shui.
Fungus?
The fungus shui.
Are you talking about, what is it? It's not fungi. Fungus.
Fungus shui.
No.
You are fungi, aren't you?
Is that what it's called? Fungi? Fungi.
Feng shui.
Feng shui?
Feng shui.
No, it only swings one way.
Did I just fall for a Fried Weiss joke? Is that what just happened to me?
Pretty much.
Oh my God! With that news, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try something a little different here.
Oh man, you just got animated.
We're gonna try something a little different here on the SportsWreck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're now going to take a break.
A break.
Like we always do, but this time we're going to tell people that
Why are we doing that?
Because we're going to stick in a little thing, a little
you got
piece,
a thing?
A little piece of.
I thought this was your thing.
I'll show you my thing. You want to see my thing?
No, not really.
All right, here's my fucking thing. There it is.
Yeah, you wish.
On the wheel of meat. Welcome to the wheel of meat.
Yeah. I gave someone that nickname this week.
Meat?
Yeah. And it's not meant nicely.
Like you are meat that I want to have meat?
No. He's meat.
You are meat.
Dumb and stupid.
You're just meat. You're just walking meat with eyeballs.
Yep.
Is that what you're going for?
Pretty much. Short for meathead.
Giant bald pink apes, dude.
Oh, perfect.
Giant bald pink apes.
Yeah.
All right. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna throw a little fucking a word from our sponsors.
Nice.
No, we're gonna throw a little piece of production in featuring another show on the ROC Podcast Network.
Oh, we're whoring ourselves out.
Yeah, we're just giving a little space. We're showing a little love.
Ooh, are we getting love?
Well, we take a little break.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to pimp when we go to break?
Yeah, I want everyone to say hello and like us on Facebook and tweet me or follow me on Twitter at BuckPoint,
at AirWreckRadio,
and CWP.
Listen to Airwreck Radio on AirWreckRadio.com, RockPodcasts.com, iTunes, and Stitcher.
ROCPodcasts.com.
Salutations, ROC podcast listener. I'm here to tell you about my show, the Shoot to Thrill podcast, featuring yours truly, Marcus Cox, the fanciest newsman in all of Rochester. There's also some other people. Join us every week to hear me, Rochester's best-looking newsman, Marcus Cox, and those other people whose names don't matter, as we entertain you with lovely segments like The Creep Off and The Fancy News, brought to you by me, Marcus Cox, the most entertaining newsman in Rochester. Not some bum like that Don Elhart. Anyway, listen to Shoot to Thrill on ROCPodcast.com, iTunes, or on your mobile devices via the Stitcher app, which is short for the word application for you lesser educated peoples.
Well, thank you for listening to those kind words from Shoot to Thrill and AirWreck Radio, all ROCPodcasts.com family of podcasts, which SportsWreck is nuzzling its little nose into.
Yeah, getting there.
We're nizzling our little nose.
Let me in.
You sneak your little nose in there and you push it to the side a little bit, then you push up.
Really liking it. You're calling my nose little right now.
Then you give a little kiss.
This is always goes
Do
too
a
far.
kiss.
All right. Your dog's upstairs. Go ahead. Hey, you could have been a crooner.
Yeah.
So, hey, you said earlier off air you had a problem with what happened last week at the Pittsburgh game. Bumblebees.
What do you? Okay. Do you tell people the story?
Okay.
Before we get into opinions and saying things.
I don't remember the situation because I didn't watch the game, but
just how good you are.
The clip I did see. There's a play going on. There's a player and a ref running down the sidelines, and Mike Tomlin, the coach for Pittsburgh, is standing. When you first see him in the clip, he's standing in the white on the sideline. You see the runner bearing down on him actually have to change his course to avoid him, and he actually steps into the green of the field at one point. And while he's doing this, you can see he's actually looking up, and he's looking at the jumbotron, but he didn't. It appeared that he didn't know where he was in relationship to the field. The NFL has come out today and stated this is and I get to use one of my favorite words, an egregious mistake. And
You know what my favorite word in that is? Mistake.
Well, the mistake cost him $100,000.
Uh-huh.
And they're actually talking about after the season's over of maybe taking away a draft pick for that.
He's a cheating fuck. The fucking white chalk mark is a foot long. It is not like you stumbled 6 inches forward while you were watching the television.
It's closer to 3 feet long, actually.
It's a stride or two to get into the fucking field of play that just so happens somebody's running down the edge.
But he shouldn't be standing in the white anyway, because the white is where the side judge is supposed to run.
That's why it's wide.
Right. Not disagreeing with you. Now, was he cheating? I don't know if that was his intent. I can't.
Oh, yeah.
You can't prove it. You don't know what was in his head. But in lieu of what happened a couple of years ago at the Jets game when a coach was on the sideline and actually tried to trip a player running by.
That's better.
He definitely knew he didn't belong where he was. He came out today and he apologized.
I have a question for you, Buck.
Okay.
Who makes the rules for the NFL?
The owners group, the owners committees, something like that.
A committee of intellectual people who know the game and have stakes in the game.
Right.
You know who sits on that board?
Not offhand, no.
Mike Tomlin. Newest member.
Yeah. How many cops do you know that know the law?
Yeah,
How many cops do you know that know the law? They make it up as they go.
So clearly we see my opinion on the matter.
Yeah. Do you think he intentionally did it to sabotage?
Personally?
Yeah.
Yes. You don't wander 3 feet forward while you're watching the Jumbotron.
Did you see the clip?
And have no... I mean, and it's not... Okay.
Did you see the clip?
No, actually.
I disagree with you because I've seen coaches and players and everybody else who happens to be on the sideline during a play. They all fucking start taking little steps without even noticing it. I've been on the sideline of fucking high school games and done the same fucking thing. Because you start watching a play and you're getting absorbed in the play. All of a sudden you look down and you're 2 feet into the field. Because you're just kind of moving as you're following it.
Horse shit. Your professional fucking coach has a mindset of where the edge of the field is. That's in play. That just so happens to be a play coming down that line.
Happens though. I'm saying it can happen. I'm just saying it can happen.
Horse shit.
No, I've been on the sideline where I've leaned over the field to see what's going on, see if the play's coming at me or going away.
You're not a professional head coach.
Doesn't matter
of the NFL. You're just not.
No. Yeah, I don't know.
No,
no one knows.
Personally, I feel it was intentional. It doesn't fucking matter.
No one knows.
Doesn't fucking
The only
matter.
one who knows is Mike Tomlin.
It doesn't fucking matter whether it was intentional or not. At the end of the day, that's not really what's fucking important because you cannot commit a share song. It is not time to turn back time. Can't be done. It's done. It's over with. It's a wrap. It happened. It's a wrap. It happened. Now, whether it was an accident or not, guess what you can't fucking do? Stand in the field of play during an active fucking play. So does he deserve some kind of sanction?
Sanction? I don't know. $100,000 fine is pretty steep.
Some kind of penalty? Yes. I say it's either or. I say the NFL has to take a stand, though. I don't think you either have to say we're fining Mike Tomlin, we're going to sanction Mike Tomlin,
they are going to fine
or we're sanctioning the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well,
and then Pittsburgh Steelers management can handle that situation however they like to handle that situation. I don't feel they should do both.
Okay, that's what I was getting at. Yeah, because, I mean, it's like, exactly when they started talking about the possibility of a draft pick, being taken away.
You're not penalizing Tomlin. You're penalizing the Steelers.
Yeah.
Okay, if that's your policy, we're going to penalize the Steelers because he's their employee. Then that's fine. Then you can't find fucking him any money.
Right.
Because then that's not. I mean, he's the employee. That's different. So I'm saying you can't do both. He's an employee of another company. You either have to go for the company or him.
We'll see after the season if they do attempt to do both. You know what I mean? But
I'm just saying I think it's horseshit if they do both.
Really?
I believe it's horseshit.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you.
And I think he's a fucking cheater. I think he did it on purpose. I think he did it to fuck with people's plays. I think he did it to affect the fucking game in his favor. I think it makes me really not like him, but I still don't think it's one or the other.
See this cheater thing, man.
I know
this cheater thing. It just bothers me because
they're all doing it.
It's not that they're all doing it. They're not. I don't even want to see that. They're all looking for that edge. They're all looking for that little advantage.
What do you think the percentage of players on performance?
If we want to talk about cheaters, let's talk about the Miami Dolphins. They've got a history of being cheaters there, man. And people are.
We're not talking about history. We're talking about last week's games. Last week's games, we only know one person who cheated.
Well, they did enjoy a nice no call in the Jets-Miami game last week. I'll tell you that.
That's not cheating. That's luck of the fucking draw because everybody gets a nice no call once in a while.
Oh, well.
And everyone gets a shit call from time to time.
When you play in my team, it's cheating. Go ahead, argue that one.
I can't.
I know.
Because it was my team, I'd be screaming what a moron the ref is and die.
Exactly. Hello.
And there was a couple no calls on the Bills' end. But it wouldn't matter because...
No, this wasn't going to matter either. They got blown out by 20 points. Come on.
Every time we got one, we squandered it away anyways because we couldn't fucking produce on offense.
Well, that's like, it's like, man, I'm sitting there and I'm texting a friend of mine during the first half of the Miami Jets game, and I'm like, if they don't fucking bench Geno at halftime this time, it's ridiculous. I would have benched him after the first quarter. He was atrocious. He fucking had negative yards. Time of possession after the first half, we had 5 minutes.
That motherfucker is always dirty. That motherfucker's uniform is always dirty.
Yeah.
Because he's no presence.
He's no presence. He is not a second-round quarterback. He's not a fourth-round quarterback.
Let's stop going over that because he's terrible. He's very terrible.
Very terrible.
He's very terrible.
I hated him.
Do you have any more sports information?
Cowboys are on a 2-game winning streak.
Oh, fucking yay for the fucking Cowboys.
Cowboy fanboy wants to know why no one wants to talk about the Cowboys when they're winning.
All right, let's talk about the Cowboys when they're winning.
I said,
who are their opponents for the last 2 weeks?
I said, fanboy, when they do it during the playoffs, let me know.
I'll give you an entire hour. If Romo wins a playoff game,
oh God,
there's contentions. Romo has to start and finish the entire game.
Okay.
Win a playoff game. A single first round playoff game.
Excuse me. Jesus Christ, that division's so bad right now.
Exactly.
Anyone could win it. The other thing is,
we will do a month of Cowboy Radio.
NFL has been promoting this parody thing for fucking, last 10 years. And I'm sorry, I don't see parody. I see mediocrity across the board. That's what I see. I see a dilution of product. Skipping gears to basketball here.
All right, that happened quickly.
Yeah, because our friend Sir Charles Barkley
Terrible.
Terrible. He was talking about the NBA today, and he's like, I think I still got it here. He tweeted
that it was terrible. Terrible.
He tweeted that the play that is going on in the NBA today is pathetic,
NBA.
atrocious. It's so bearable that the only good thing he can say about it is that he gets paid to watch it.
Wow, he tweeted that?
Yeah.
First off, that was way more than 140 characters.
Well,
so I don't believe you.
Well,
did you paraphrase?
Yes, because this won't work in your studio.
I'll paraphrase my tweets because it was terrible. It was terrible tweeting.
Well,
a paraphrase.
I'm not a great tweeter to begin with. Yeah.
You're not really great of anything, are you?
Well, it depends,
Ball sucker.
Yeah, I don't aspire to be.
Ball blower, ass muncher. No, none of those things. So, okay, who did the Cowboys play?
When?
For the last 2 weeks, you know?
No, we didn't do sports last week, remember?
We didn't do anything last week. We didn't do sports the week before.
Was it last week?
This is last week we skipped because of the holiday.
Oh, my God.
Because I was so busy from the holiday. And the week before that, we had Mike on.
Yeah, I don't remember.
There's your schedule. Why don't you see who Dallas played last week?
I'm looking right now.
I'm giving your fanboy his friggin' 2 minutes. He said nobody wants to talk about Dallas when they're winning. We'll talk about Dallas when they're winning.
Yeah, that wasn't right. I just wanted to tease them. Oh, they played Oakland last week.
Oh, they played Oakland.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. And who did they play before that?
And the week before that, they played the G-Men.
They beat the G-Men.
They beat the G-Men.
I'm gonna give and Romo started and finished the game.
Yes, he did.
Okay, I got a question. How many yards did Des Bryant have?
I don't know.
Yeah, I bet you it's a lot.
I don't know.
I bet you it's a lot.
I don't know. It's interesting. You can't name anybody on the Cowboys defense. They're all fucking rookies.
I can't name anybody. I named the 2 people on the Cowboys team that I know.
Romo and Bryant.
Blomo and fucking Talent. I mean, Bryant.
Yes.
That's and I'm out. I have no idea.
Yeah, and here's the thing, man. They've got next week or this week rather. And I really got to get new glasses here. This week they're Monday night against Chicago. But Chicago's hurting.
Chicago?
Yeah, Chicago's hurting, so they should be able to win that one. And then week 15, they got Green Bay at home. Green Bay's hurting. And 16, they've got Washington. Come on, Washington's sad right now.
They're pathetic.
Exactly.
It's a joke.
And then they finish it off with their toughest game of the next 4, Philadelphia.
They're going to lose. They're going to lose their hands.
The Foles kid is, he's really, really nice. Yeah, I think they found their starting quarterback.
So look, finally.
Yeah.
Maybe a little class in this one.
God, I envy them.
Ha 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 ha. So, okay, I just wanted to finish that up before we did the terrible. Okay, so if the level of play in the NBA is terrible, so terrible.
Which
it's so terrible. What about those Heat that everybody's talking about with that with the King James and the Dwayne Wade and what's the other one?
But you're talking about one team out of 32 or 30 teams. I mean, think about it. There's 5 fucking good teams in the NBA, and everyone else is an also land. You know?
Well, dude, isn't that usually how it is? Isn't there only usually a handful of really good teams out of a league?
I mean,
how many really good teams are there? I mean, maybe the NFL is a little bit different.
It is
such a swappy game.
You got the top 10, you got your middle group, and then you got your bottom group.
Like baseball. And there are only like 5-10 teams that are like really good.
But does anyone
and the rest
care?
of them are all garbage. No, it's because it's baseball. Nobody gives a shit.
Right. So we can't compare apples and oranges.
Hockey, isn't that the same way with hockey? Isn't there like 2-3 really good teams and the rest of them are all crap?
I don't know, man. I just don't know. I'm looking for that fucking
Good luck.
Fucking a little war going on with Twitter war going on here between Stacy and Second Prince.
Oh yeah?
I'll
have to get in on that.
Yeah. We're better.
Oh, the Twitter war, are you talking about the comment about the difference between AirWreckRadio and Second Prince is that we'll pay you to find out?
Yeah.
It's a lighthearted show.
I know. I just noticed it while I was looking for Barkley's comment here.
That's the difference between AirWreckRadio and Second Prince. In order to receive the lost episode, the pilot episode of Second Prince, you have to donate to them.
Really?
Yes. AirWreckRadio.
Well, that's not lost. They have it, and they're just fucking ransoming it.
AirWreckRadio paid people to find it.
Yeah.
See where the difference is?
Yeah.
Classy.
We got so much class.
Oh my God, we got so much class. It's coming out our fucking asses. I got so much class. My balls are full of class.
Your balls are full of glass?
Yes. My balls are full of class.
Giggity.
Oh. No? Nothing?
Nah.
Oh.
Nah. So
are you
I'm looking here. Hold on, I gotta see.
Have you followed the rest of these terrible tweets?
There's too many fucking tweets from Stacy on here.
Stacy's in a tweeting mood, apparently.
I guess.
Yeah, Jesus, he's ruining our sports podcast.
Holy shit, man! I guess it's back a couple pages.
All right, well then knock it off.
I'm knocked off.
Jesus.
All right.
Yeah. Let's end this. Are we done with this? Let's end this.
Didn't you want to do your picks?
Sure. We haven't done that in like 3 weeks.
I know, because we didn't have a show for 2 weeks.
Sure, let's get through this quickly.
Thursday night, Houston at Jacksonville.
Planet Houston, Jacksonville. Let's go with Planet Houston.
Really?
No, not really, but yes.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, me too. Anyway, Indy at Cincinnati. Big game there. Big game. Indianapolis at the Bengals.
Indianapolis.
Indy. It's Indy. We all like Indy. I don't know, man. Cincinnati at home.
They're good. They're a decent team, but
I'm going with Cincinnati. Cleveland's going up to try and beat our boy Brady.
I don't know, but
how does he keep doing it?
Yeah, but it's always
how does he keep doing it? He pulled another one out of his ass last week.
It's he beat fucking Manning.
He pulled another one out of his ass last week.
But it's always that's always the team that gets him. It's always the Bills or the Browns it's always the team that fucking gets him once. Is some out of nowhere shit team will just like really manhandle his offense.
I don't think Cleveland's that bad.
I'm gonna have to. You gotta go with safe bet. You gotta go with Patriots. You gotta go safe bet.
I mean, yeah, I gotta go with them. Oakland's visiting the Meadowlands.
I'm gonna have to go with Oakland, my friend. Sorry.
It's just a sad state of affairs.
Sorry.
I'm going with Oakland too. You know the sad part?
Huh?
I'm not going with them because I'm betting. I'm going with them because I want them to win.
Please.
Carolina at New Orleans. Talking at home.
Yawning into a microphone is very professional. Just in case you wanted some podcasting tips, the best thing you can do to a microphone is yawn and then give it to your partner. So
Carolina, New Orleans. New Orleans at home.
Nolans.
They sucked on the road this year.
Yeah, but they're at home.
Yeah.
And they're unbeatable at home.
Yeah, well, they're not Seattle.
New Orleans.
Go with New Orleans. I'm going with Carolina.
All right, good for you.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
Detroit at Philly.
To Philadelphia, IA.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think they're that good. I'm going with Detroit. Miami at the Bumblebees.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know. I hate both of them. Maybe the Dolphins will get stung. Ha ha ha. Steelers. Pitt. Buffalo is going down south. Damn, Bay.
Buffalo.
Yeah, I already wrote it down. Kansas City at Washington.
Let me put my thinking cap on and
okay, man. Remember that cross-country trip might fuck them up.
Yeah, it's going to fuck them all right.
Yeah, I already put KC down. Shut up. Minnesota at Baltimore. Here you go.
Oh, there's a game.
There you go.
Minnesota.
Yeah, I knew you were going that way.
Minnesota.
Yeah, I like Baltimore. Interesting game because this team has played spoiler a couple times this year. Tennessee's going upward to Denver.
I
know. Matt Schwab leave his Schwab burger at home.
Let's go with my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with my boyfriend there.
I saw he was interviewed by Ron Burgundy the other day.
Well, yeah, nice little thing. Turn around. We had a little Ron Burgundy bit on AirWreckRadio.
Yeah.
Yeah, about him doing local news in Bismarck, North Dakota.
It's not local for us, is it?
No.
But it's just cold there.
Totally local for them.
Yep. Yeah. Just showed up and did the news.
You sure did.
Wow.
Without breaking character. And the other newscasters totally played along as best as they could without laughing.
That's fucking cool.
Even though he photobombed them constantly.
I don't know why, but it reminded me of this quick little story I heard about Bill Murray. He used to walk around the city of New York there, and he'd walk up behind people and put his hands over their eyes and go, "Guess who?" And then they guess they wouldn't get it right. Take his hands off.
Because who the fuck thought it was Bill Murray?
And they go, "Oh my God, it's Bill Murray!" And he'd go, "Yeah, and no one will believe you," and he'd walk away.
So the story gets out that everybody believes you. Bill fucking Murray!
St. Louis at Arizona.
St. Louis. I'm going to go with the better food.
St. Louis.
Uh-huh.
I went with Arizona. G-Men.
I literally went with St. Louis because they have better food.
Right. I hear it. G-Men are going cross country to San Diego.
Oh, see, here we have a problem.
Yeah, G-Men.
Here we have a problem. You got a team you can't predict. In a season you can't predict. Going across the country to play a team of equal or opposite power.
I'm going with Rivers at home.
Let's show some love towards the G-Men.
Yeah?
Let's show some New York love.
Oh, baby. Big Blue getting a little love from Little Blue.
Oh.
Seattle and San Fran, man. Toffee. Seattle road trip. But division
5 feet away.
Division opponent.
Yeah, I mean road trip, but I mean they're 100 miles
Seattle
south.
Doesn't lose at home. They're not at home. That's why I was saying it.
I mean, the coach is going to make them warm up and run there. You know what I mean?
I think you're exaggerating.
We're running to Southern California. Let's go, boys. Better bring a change because it's cold and rainy here. It ain't going to be cold and rainy when we get there.
We're in the Bay, San Fran. It's not all that warm this time of year.
Oh, it's probably a little hazy this time of year. Like I know. What do I care?
You don't know. You don't have a pick for this game, do you?
Oh, this is a tough one. I'm going to go Seattle.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, so is I. It's too late in the season. And I think Seattle. I think the Super Bowl.
They're monsters.
The Super Bowl's going through Seattle. Road to the Super Bowl going through Seattle. Atlanta and Green Bay. This is a sleeper.
What might be, until they beat the Buffalo Bills, what might have been arguably the worst team in football.
One of them, yeah.
Versus the Green Bay Packers, no matter who's throwing the fucking ball. Let me get my cheese out and put it on the top of my head.
Flipping a coin.
Green Bay.
Yeah. Monday night
football. Let's get it on.
The Cowboys. Going up north to Chi-Town.
Oh my God. The Bears.
The Bears.
Fuck Dallas.
I really would like to see Dallas lose.
Bears are a little meaner than you think they are.
I don't have any faith in the Bears. I don't like Dallas, so. You want to throw some points at that or not?
$42.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I was thinking 37. Yeah, we'll wrap that up.
All right. So that's about the end of our sports podcast here. SportsWreck.
We did wander a little bit, but
we do that. That's why we call it Wrecking Sports and Sports Podcast.
Because we wreck everything.
Because we fucking destroy it. And then I usually do some kind of penis joke and swear too much, and then we lose the rest of them.
Yeah, wow.
And this episode, we feature our first break.
Yeah.
And like a 10-second or more dead air chunk. That's fun.
That was so the fans could put whatever thought they wanted to in their head at that point.
It's just to make people look at their device. Is this still working? We've pipped the Twitters and the Facebook. That's good. We sold some ROC podcast bullshit.
Yes.
That's good. Tired of my mouth tasting like Vinny's penis.
Wow. Glad you got to do that part of it. Go with your strength.
So, guess what time it is?
Time to say goodbye.
Say goodnight to the people there, Coach Buck.
Have a good one, everybody. See you next time.